everyone, welcome to Zylostar, new weekly market update with us with Mr. Amir and Mr. Summer and me.
Since Donald Trump has taken off the oath, we are seeing a lot of dramatic things happen in the crypto market, the Trump coins and also with Solana. So we'll talk about that in a minute.
Another rate hike from the Bank of Japan, and we got a hawkish statement from the chairman. Also, we got a mixed corporate earnings of the United States.
Hi again, so let's check Zylostar strategies. We'll start with the gold market and go into the Euro USD market. So in the gold market, as we can see yesterday, the market reached the highest price since we start. Okay, so what we can see that the last manipulation candle on Friday manipulate the double top from here, letting for us a very long week to the candle. Okay, so after the manipulation, what we can see that the market is retracing now and he's stuck in the price of 27.69. If we break this, we can see the market in, from my side, I can see the market in 2,600. Yeah, 2,600. Like he will keep dropping. Okay, he will keep dropping and retracement, dropping and retracement, starting from this, taking the liquidity here. Here we have a fair value gap. He should feel it again, and if he didn't respect it, also he will go to this support level from here. We can also expect him from this double bottom from here, going 2,600. This is my outlook for the gold, and usually last analysis to the market, it was correct also, because the market he continue his trend up. Now going back to the Euro USD, okay guys, and we know that the dollar is in the uptrend and it's trend up because of Trump. Okay, and regarding the Euro USD, what we can see last time what we said if the market break up this, okay, this from this support to this resistance, he break again, he will again go to the uptrend. Why? Because from here in this downtrend he has multiple, like we can see multiple liquidity. Okay, like here for example we have a liquidity of the resistance. That's why the market, if you can see here guys, he manipulate. After that, what he has this order block, he react from it. Okay, so you can take also trades in the lower time frame. Now what we are waiting all of these stops, which is liquidity which the market generated before. We need the sweep of this liquidity going directly to this resistance level from here, which like people are selling and putting the stop losses above here. So we need the manipulation, and like we have a very good, let's say a very good order block. Okay guys, a very good order block, so or breaker block we can say. So it may retrace from this level of our order block. Nice. This is our like analysis for this week. See you guys in the next week.
All right, hi, welcome back. My name is Sam Arslan. I'm a senior technical analyst at Zylostar, and here we are kicking it right off with the dollar index as usual. So you can see the dollar index has actually broken below this ascending channel trend line, the lower one, and it has started to form a bearish momentum. So from here, it's laying down on a support at 107.2. And from here, we can expect a certain amount of retracement before the trend continues bearish or consolidates for a while. So this can actually happen on many levels. It could retrace the levels of 108.2, could retrace to the resistance of 109, or it could actually go to the trend line resistance that was broken previously. So this is about the dollar index. Going to NASDAQ. Now, NASDAQ actually is consolidating on a smaller time frame, and we can see it is finding difficulties to break above the resistance, the weekly resistance of 22,000. And right now it has broken the lower trend line of this ascending trend on a lower time frame. And we can expect a certain amount or a certain volume of retracement to the downside, so it can grab more liquidity before it corrects itself, and we can actually consider for NASDAQ to consolidate within the range of 20,500 to 20,000. So this is about NASDAQ. Going to Bitcoin. Bitcoin also, after a very sharp bullish momentum to the upside, still hovering above the level of $100,000. And we can see that it has retraced this support. Now we also have a very sharp momentum to the upside from after the liquidation at the levels of 90,500. And we can see a continuation of a momentum to the upside because we had a very solid one going on so far. Or we might see a liquidation, or if a retracement or break of the support level. And if it does, most likely is gonna keep consolidating within the range and go test the level of 91,000 again. Now, speaking about since Donald Trump has taken on the White House, that's actually a exaggeration. How could he take on something that it should be his? Anyways, so after he's taking command in the White House, we are seeing some dramatic stuff happening in crypto. So first of all, we got the launch of Trump coin, and we saw a spike that is happening, and such coins that are backed up by political parties are really raising a lot of concerns in markets of how influential people can direct markets now more than ever, because usually they just post about something, opinion or something they're going to start, people invest in it, etc., etc. That's how fundamental works. And nowadays we are seeing them creating their own coins, which is another level. A lot of people are still raising this concern of these, like for example, here's another comment. We can see this is very common and recent. Even the confide of Ethereum is raising alarms about growing trends that political tokens, labeling them as tools for unlimited political bribery. So these things are really raising concerns, and this is not the end. We see this as a beginning, as much as we can see that there will be a lot of other influences in political parties jump into the crypto market in such a method. However, it wasn't very different than other crypto trades. Yes, it made a lot of profit for a lot of people, but still a lot of people have faced a lot of, let's say, negative impact trading Trump coin, especially after the crash, that crash here. So that's about Trump coin. There's also another coin from the Trump family, and all of that you guys are up to date with it. And also due to that, and that's one of the reasons why dollar went down, was because actually people were trading these coins since Donald Trump taken over the presidency. And especially Solana. Actually, Solana has performed for us a very beautiful ascending triangle on a lower time frame, telling us that there is a very good breakout that is about to happen. And market actually did a breakout and retested, and we had so many confirmations actually to enter buy at the levels of 215, 216. And in fact, yes, the price broke, and we were targeting previous resistance at like 255, and market came up here, retraced, and kept moving up. Now, if we can take a solid look, we can also see another ascending triangle going on. But one of the main reasons that Solana actually went up in price is that people were using it for exchanging cryptocurrencies with Trump coin mainly, and Mana, whatever the name is, the other coins. So we might see actually some very nice movement to happen in Solana soon, especially if there's going to be a break to the upside or a break to the downside. We are more bullish on the bullish side to Solana, or I would say that, to be honest, personally. Just we await for a good confirmation to enter for a bullish entry, and entries are what I believe make all the difference in technical analysis, technical analysis based trading. Entries make all the difference, and then comes risk management, right? And third comes analysis. So that will be it for our outlook on many assets. As you can see, for this week, and probably for next week, we will see some more actions in crypto markets more than other asset classes. Let's hope they will be positive.
Greetings everyone, I trust you are doing great. It's time to dive into the financial markets once again with a sharp focus on one of its most essential pillars, fundamentals. So my name is Masoud Amidian. I'm a senior fundamental analyst at Zylostar head office, which is located in Dubai. So let's get started. Last week was another busy period in the financial markets, much like the week before. We encountered a variety of economic indicators, corporate earnings, and the key speeches. For this session, I would like to start with the most significant speech of the week delivered by Donald Trump, the 47th President of the United States America. In his address, Trump touched on several crucial topics, including economic growth, interest and tax rates, tariffs, and more. He announced that companies who are producing goods and services within the US would benefit from a historically low corporate tax of 15%, while those choosing to operate outside the US would face tariffs. Regarding the European Union and China, Trump stated that he would not impose or increase tariffs on them, which gave a boost to Asian stock markets. For example, the CSI 300 index tracking Chinese top 300 stocks reached higher levels. Additionally, in an interview with the Fox Business, Trump highlighted the role of the National Reserve in cryptocurrency discussions. Now let's review last week's economic indicators. So I want to start with the Bank of Japan, or BOJ. As anticipated, the Bank of Japan increased interest rate by 0.25%, followed by a hawkish press conference from its chairman. This development pushed USD yen below the critical level of 155. Let's go also to the Canada. Key data releases include CPI and retail sales figures. Inflation continues to decline, moving closer to the 2% target. Both trimmed and median CPI numbers came in lower than the previous period. Retail sales also fell, signaling mounting pressure on consumption in Canada. From the European Union, better than expected, PMI figures were reported for both manufacturing and services, with countries like France and Germany posting strong results. As you can see here, for both of Germany and France, we had higher than expected PMI numbers. Let's have a look also to the United Kingdom. After a prolonged period of weak performance, there was a glimmer of positive news for the UK economy. While subdued business activity and declining new order volumes persisted in January, the data showed a slight improvements, hinting at modest recovery. Finally, from the United States, we observed a slight uptrend in initial jobless claims, one of the key leading indicators for the unemployment sector. While the numbers aligned with expectations, long-term unemployment figures also showed an increase, highlighting potential concerns in the labor market. On the Friday, January 24th, the flash PMI numbers were released. The data indicated slower output growth in January, accompanied by raising price pressures. However, employment saw a notable jump driven by sustained optimism. Inflationary pressures also intensified during the month, with both input cost and output cost increasing at their fastest pace in 4 months. Now let's take a look at the corporate earnings in the United States. Last week, several major companies such as Netflix, Protocol, and Gamble and Boeing released their earnings. Among them, Netflix and Johnson & Johnson reported a stronger than expected results, reflecting solid performance. However, Boeing fell short of expectations, missing its targets and signaling challenges in its operations. So now let's jump to the upcoming week. So next week will be a little bit crowded from the central banks and also speeches, or better to say press conferences. I want to start it with the Federal Reserve. So next week on 29th of January, on Wednesday, we are going to receive federal fund rate, and let's see if they are going to cut the rate or not. And later we are going to receive press conference from Jerome Powell. And also from the European Union on 30th of January, we are going to have the main refinancing rate, a monetary policy statement, plus the press conference from the chairman, who is Christian Lagarde. We have also another economic indicators such as PCE indicator for the inflation in the United States, one of the most attractive, or better to say, it's at the center of attention of the FOMC, which is gonna be released on Friday, 31st of January. Also, we have another economic indicators for the Australia from like CPI for the quarterly and annually. And also we are going to receive a monetary policy report and overnight rate for the Canadian dollars.
Thanks guys for watching us. Don't forget to subscribe, put comment, and thanks for our team for such insightful information.